10 things nobody knows about Hardcore Pawn. Before we start, I'd like you to hit that red subscriber button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Film Explosion. The stars of Hardcore Pawn will tell you that a story comes with every item that passes through the shop's doors, and they're not kidding. Every time somebody walks into American Jewelry and Loan in Detroit, Michigan carrying an old engagement ring, signed hockey jersey, or slightly used iRobot automated vacuum cleaner, there's a whole lot of history that comes along with it. That's what makes a pawn shop such an interesting place to set a reality show to, which Hardcore Pawn's 5-year run on truTV will attest. Here are 10 things that you may not know about Hardcore Pawn. Number 1. American Jewelry and Loan once owned Dr. Kevorkian's van. In one of the more morbid transactions in pawn shop entertainment history, American Jewelry and Loan once purchased Dr. Death Jack Kevorkian's van, according to the New York Daily News. Let's Gold bought the 1968 Volkswagen minibus, which appeared in Dr. K's 130 assisted suicides, from a scrapyard in 1997 for $20,000. Gold then owned the Deathmobile, as it's known, for almost 20 years, until selling it for a $5,000 profit in 2014 because it took up too much room. Number 2. They're patriots. Not only are the Golds men of the people, the folks at American Jewelry and Loan are also patriots. Back in 2012, they helped the US Secret Service nab Kenny Boone Smith, who attempted to sell some bogus greenbacks and a counterfeiting machine to the famous pawn shop. But Les Gold really thinks the fool was just after his 15 minutes of fame, as Smith signed a waiver to appear on the show. It's unlikely that Smith has a future in television, except maybe as a regular on World's Dumbest. Number 3. 2 of the Chicago guys got busted for foolishness, essentially. While the Detroit Hardcore Pawn Shop runs like a well-oiled machine, the Chicago location, Royal Pawn Shop, needs to have a few bugs worked out. For starters, they need to vet their hires better. In 2014, 2 employees, Jeremy Jackson and Carl Bell, got busted for not only stealing from the shop, but also trying to sell the stolen goods back to Royal Pawn, according to TMZ. Apparently, these 2 thought the owners wouldn't notice Rolex watches and jewelry going missing, because things like $1,000 watches are routinely misplaced. No word on how stiff their sentence was, but it seems unlikely that they used much of their time in jail to think. Number 4. The show is apparently unscripted. That's hard to believe with reality TV, and has been for a long time. But if you listen to these people talk to each other, you get the idea that some of the things that they say are all too natural and aren't the type of words that the writers would think up when trying to run a show's dialogue. The Golds and people around them sound about as legit as can be. Number 5. They wear the same clothes for a reason. It has to do with continuity, since many episodes are shot over the course of a few days. Les has many of the same sweaters that he wears, and Ashley and Seth have the same outfits that are seen in every episode. It gives the illusion that it's all happening in the same day. Number 6. Ashley started up her own business. Ashley opened up her own online pawn shop, which seems like an odd business to contemplate, since the traditional pawn shop is somewhere that you would walk in and look around. It seems though that she must have had her family's blessing, otherwise it might have looked like she was trying to compete with them, but it does allow her to spend more time with her husband and kids. Number 7. One manager got fired and was given his own competing reality show. In the season 5 finale of Hardcore Pawn, a manager who has been with the store for over 20 years was fired for a minor infraction. His name is Rich Pyle, and he had become a fan favorite on the show since the 2010 premiere. He started working at the store right out of high school, and when he was not buying others and selling valuables, Rich was in a rock band called Superlast, which explains his ostentatious facial hair. So what brought on the sudden firing? After a few slip-ups when Les was in a particularly bad mood, Rich was let go in a traditionally melodramatic Hardcore Pawn fashion. Number 8. Hardcore Pawn has a fierce ongoing feud with Pawn Stars. While many copycats followed the reality TV goldmine that was Pawn Stars, none even touched their success until the Golds hit the scene. Critics say that Hardcore Pawn is a blatant ripoff of Pawn Stars, but the items they take vary a lot and the tone is much different, as the Golds being a bit more controversial and sensationalist. From gynecologist exam tables to golden teeth, Hardcore Pawn certainly has a colorful clientele. Pawn Stars, on the other hand, usually features historical or autographed pop culture items, more along the lines of an edgier Antiques Roadshow than an outtake of Maury Povich. Number 9. Racism and insulting customers based on appearances. Les and his grown children have the nasty habit of insulting different customers based on their looks, weight, age, and race. Race has been a particular problem, with the show being criticized for going out of its way to make fun of black customers who show any difficulty, coaching them and manipulating the footage to make them seem more absurd and stereotypical. Such issues play into the racial politics of Detroit, where the show is set. Other complaints that when the camera shows of the surrounding areas is a sanitized version of Detroit, which might add as cover against the racial issues at work. Number 10. Seth Gold was looking to buy Deflategate NFL balls to capitalize off the controversy. Seth Gold made a statement to TMZ Sports saying that he'd pay up to $20,000 for one of the balls at the center of the New England Patriots Deflategate scandal. As a fan of Tom Brady, he wanted to capitalize off the controversy. Gold then went on record saying that he didn't think the NFL would be selling the balls. Perhaps this would be because they had a modicum of tact. The Deflategate scandal involved the New England Patriots deliberately inflating their balls against the Indianapolis Colts during the 2014 and 2015 NFL playoffs so that they could gain an illegal advantage in the game. Seth was thus adamant about buying these Deflategate NFL balls in order to draw in some publicity. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are currently on your screen, because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.